Welcome back to Tales from the Vale. In the sun-drenched fields of her youth, Elara knew only one love, Liam. His touch was gentle, his laughter the only music her heart recognized. They were two souls entwined, planning a humble future built on little more than dreams and the promise of forever. They imagined a small cottage, a life filled with simple joys, far from the grand ambitions of the world. Their love was a beacon, a pure and radiant light that warmed everyone it touched. But every light, no matter how bright, inevitably casts a shadow, and in their shadow stood Lord Valerius. He was a man carved from ambition and ice, whose vast wealth and sprawling estates could not fill the echoing emptiness within him. He was powerful, feared, and accustomed to getting whatever he desired. The moment he saw Alara, he decided she would be his. She was not a person to be won over, but a prize to be acquired. In his eyes, Liam was not a rival to be bested in a fair contest of hearts. He was merely an obstacle, a minor inconvenience that needed to be swept aside with ruthless efficiency. Valerius didn't move with the fiery passion of a suitor. There were no flowers, no poetry, no stolen glances. He moved with the cold, calculated precision of a predator stalking its prey. He began to dismantle Liam's life, piece by painstaking piece, from the shadows. A whisper here, a closed door there. A business deal suddenly collapsing, a shipment mysteriously lost, a reputation methodically tarnished with insidious rumors. Liam's world crumbled around him, his future reduced to ash and rubble. Broken, defeated, and stripped of everything he held dear, he vanished like a ghost in the night, leaving Alara utterly alone in a world that had suddenly turned cold and hostile. With Liam gone, Valerius turned his attention to Alara's family. Their finances mysteriously collapsed, their livelihood threatened, leaving them teetering on the edge of destitution. It was all a consequence of Valerius's silent, unseen machinations. And then, when she was at her most vulnerable, the devil came to collect his due. He arrived not as a villain, but as a savior. His proposal of marriage wasn't a question filled with hope, but a command wrapped in the silken promise of security and salvation for her family. He offered her a gilded cage in exchange for her freedom, and she had no choice but to accept. On her wedding day, Alara was a breathtaking vision in white silk and lace, a stark, angelic contrast to the profound darkness that had taken root in her heart. She walked down the aisle of the grand cathedral, her face a mask of serene acceptance. Each step felt like a betrayal of the pure love she had lost, a final goodbye to the girl who had once dreamed of a simple life with Liam. She reached the altar and placed her cold, trembling hand into that of the man who had orchestrated her entire tragedy. The vows she spoke were hollow echoes in the cavernous space, a script she was forced to perform. Now, she is Lady Valerius, the mistress of a sprawling mansion that feels more like a luxurious prison. She shares her days and nights with the architect of her misery, a man whose obsession is a constant, suffocating presence. He watches her every move, his gaze a heavy weight she feels even when his back is turned. He showers her with jewels and gowns, tangible symbols of her captivity. He possesses her in every conceivable way, yet he cannot touch the one thing he truly wants, her heart. He owns her name, her presence, her obedience, but her soul remains defiantly her own. As she meets his intense gaze across the cavernous, silent dining hall, her expression is a placid mask of perfect composure. He sees a beautiful, docile wife. He has no idea of the storm raging beneath the surface. He may have bought her vows, he may have chained her to his side, but he does not own her. For in the quiet, stolen moments of the night, in the deepest part of her being, a very different vow has taken root. It is not a vow of love or fidelity, but a silent, unbreakable promise of vengeance. A promise that is patient, absolute, and as cold as the man she now calls husband. He destroyed her love, so she would become his ruin. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe for more tales from the Vale.